Today, I'm pleased to introduce the 2017 Tourism Benchmark Study, which is something the Vermont Department of Tourism and Marketing does every 2 years. This year's report confirms and reaffirms how important tourism is to our growing economy. Vermont's 13 million visitors contribute $2.8 billion to our economy. This amount is up from $2.6 billion in 2015. After manufacturing, our tourism industry contributes the most out-of-state money to the state's economy. The sector supports 32,000 jobs, with wages totaling over $1 billion. And it's important to highlight, it isn't just the ski resorts and the hospitality sector that benefit from out-of-state visitors. Tourism generated $391 million in tax revenue, which saved every single Vermont household about $1,450.
It's critically important that ski resorts can remain financially sustainable, that we have enough profitability to continue to make the investments that are necessary and needed. And just in the case of Sugarbush, since we have owned it, we've invested nearly $70 million in improved infrastructure, and that is helping us remain competitive and to take market share away from these nearby states and keep people in the east instead of going west.
Visitation remains strong. So we're seeing room receipts, that's the amount of money that comes in from the overnight stays, as well as the room nights are increasing and have been increasing since 2009. Second homes account for 20% of Vermont housing. That's about 45,000 second homeowners are in Vermont. These relatively well-off second homeowners are contributing $380 million to the state's economy. We're also finding in the study this year, we have a section on the southern Vermont communities, and we see the positive impact on those southern Vermont communities as well. And those counties are Bennington, Rutland, Windsor, and Windham. Finally, of note is the economic activity that happens during the winter season that the governor had alluded to. So summer is the prime tourism season in Vermont. It's the prime tourism season across the northeastern states as well. Unlike our neighboring states, what we see is a climb in the tourism spending during the winter months.
So we see that tourism is not only an economic driver for Vermont, it's also an economic tool, a development and workforce recruitment tool as well. When we increase the number of visitors to Vermont, we introduce more people to all that we have to offer. Good jobs, opportunities for investment, and a safe place to raise and have a family. After all, the same things that attract visitors, their natural beauty, a quiet lifestyle, and world-class ski resorts, hiking and biking trails, and much, much more, can also convince Vermonters to stay and motivate out-of-state visitors to move here as well.